Would you date yourself? No, like legit question. Would you date yourself? Like, if you met somebody that had all the qualities that you have right now, would you date them? If the answer is no, or anything other than yes, I would, you probably shouldn't be dating. Like, hear me out. If you wouldn't even put up with the shit that you are putting out there for others to deal with, and you expect others to deal with you, you probably shouldn't be dating. Because how are you expecting other people to put up with your bullshit that you won't even put up with? Remember, before lots of therapy, I couldn't even stand myself. I was disgusted by myself. But at the same time, I still wanted other people to deal with me, even though I wouldn't even want to deal with me. And then I did therapy, lots and lots of therapy. And then I started to heal. And then I started to like myself for the first time. And then I built this entire life where I loved me. I was happy for me. I took me out for dates. I was just enjoying me. And then I met people who didn't like themselves. Basically, I met the unhealed version of myself. And then I tried to be that person. Like, you know what? Well, if somebody gave me a chance, I would have been a different person. I would have been good. So then I started to give them the love I should have continued to pour into myself. But instead, I was like, here. I know you're not pouring anything in your cup, but here's the stuff I'm pouring into my cup. Here's the stuff I've been pouring into my cup. Here's the cup I put aside for you as well. And I started pouring and pouring and pouring. But it wasn't enough because there was a hole in their fucking cups. Like, it was like trying to pour into a cup or a bowl that had holes in it because they didn't do the work. They didn't do the healing. They didn't do shit for themselves. And next thing I know, I don't have an extra reservoir of myself. I wasn't giving them the extra stuff I put aside. I was giving the stuff that I needed to survive. I was giving the stuff that was meant for me. I was just giving it away. Like, holy shit, I had nothing for me. It took a long time to realize it wasn't me. And then I kept freaking out. And it was like I forgot everything I learned in therapy because I was so focused on how come their cup isn't filling up? How come I'm pouring all of this into this cup, but their cup seems to get lower and lower, but I'm doing everything that I can do. I'm pouring and I'm pouring and I'm pouring. What the fuck? Nothing's happening. I don't see the results. I don't see the results that I seen in me, in them. Why are they not? Where's the results? I'm pouring, and I'm getting overwhelmed. Next thing I know, I have nothing left to give. Next thing I know, I have nothing left to pour. Next thing I know, I'm freaking out. My anxiety's at an all-time high. Like, oh my God, what's going on? Then one day it just clicked. It's not me. And you can only give so much to somebody who isn't doing the work themselves before you have nothing left to give. I literally gave more than I had. And then I was like a whole fucking mess. I was a mess when I left. And I realized, oh my God, I'm about to die. Like, I have nothing. I've died of dehydration at this point because they're taking everything. They're taking literally everything. I have nothing left for me. I don't even recognize myself anymore. Now I'm starting to not like myself. Now I'm starting to have all these issues I never had. Now I'm getting physically sick, physically ill. Like, what? But they were right there with their hand on my shoulder, rubbing my back like, I got you. I'm here for you. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? I'm about to die, bitch. I'm about to die. And then I realized it was me. I was the problem. Holy shit. I need to get the fuck away before I die. Because at the end of the day, I have to choose. And I chose to not live like that. And I was not. I'm sorry, but love can only go so fucking far. Love is a feeling. And guess what? Anger started to hit me. Worry started to hit me. A bunch of other feelings started to hit me way more than that love. And then I realized, how am I loving somebody else more than my own damn self? Because what? So I had to learn to love again. And I had to cut people out of my life that I loved so fucking much. And I really was rooting for them. And I really wanted them to do well. But I literally had nothing else to give. Nothing else to give. So yeah. If you cannot love yourself, if you cannot look yourself in the mirror, if you cannot be that person, you can't be like, yeah, I would date me. You shouldn't be dating. If you're just waiting for somebody to fucking save you from yourself, that shit's not going to happen. Nobody can save you from yourself. You can't run from you. You feel me? You just can't. Took me a long time to realize that. I had to date a lot of the wrong people. I had to love myself. I had to break my own heart over and over and over. And then finally realized, holy shit, I don't love this person anymore. I don't love myself. Like, what are you talking? Like, now I have to go through a whole journey all over again. But I learned though, like, not everybody, you can't just force somebody to heal. You can't just drag somebody up to your level if they're not willing. They're pulling you down and you're trying to drag them up. But their insecurities, their trauma is going to weigh way stronger than your healing sometimes. And honestly, that's not a risk I'm willing to take. Because I did a lot of work. And it took me years to get to where I was, where I actually enjoyed my own company. I actually loved myself. I actually liked what I looked. I actually liked who I saw in the mirror looking back at me. It took me a lot. And to have that all destroyed, whew, not gonna lie, I started to hate. I started to feel disgusted. And not only me, but that other person. I started to feel resentment. I started to feel angry. I started to just get annoyed. But back at square one, which is crazy because I felt like I was in the basement. I thought I was at 0. I thought I was at negative like 10. But now I'm back at 1. And it took a long time. It takes a long time to fall from the penthouse to the basement. That shit wasn't done overnight. And then now I went from the basement to ground level. I finally feel just at ease. I finally feel better. I finally just feel that love that was hiding, that had escaped me. Like, it took a long time to get that love back, and I am just so fucking grateful that I found it. Because that shit was hard as fuck. What I do know is I ain't forcing nobody to love me again. I ain't forcing nobody to love themselves. I ain't people are who they are, and you might meet people certain times, certain places in their journey, and it's okay to walk away. It's okay to be attracted to somebody and then just realizing, yeah, they're just not in that part of that journey that you want to enter, that you want to be a part of. It's okay to, hell, it's even okay to just not even want to be friends with people who aren't healed, because having certain people around you will literally suck the life out of you, will literally just, at the end of the day, I gotta put me first, because if I don't, who else is? Certainly not the unhealed version. Certainly not the person who's desperate, who literally, you could be anybody. They're just trying to be loved at that point. They don't even love themselves. They're just using you as a distraction so they don't have to. But anyway, I'm gonna take me out on a date later, because I owe myself an apology of all the shit that I put myself through in the last few years. I've lost myself, but I found her. found them again. And I'm having the time of my life. And I owe myself a birthday present. So, yeah. Y'all stay safe. Stay blessed. Mwah.